There's still time. The Hostess store in Salinas gets a new shipment. Small Business Saturday, shoppers flock to the malls to support local stores and score some deals. And our top story, shooting investigation. A Salinas man shot in broad daylight walking down the street.
You're watching KSBW Channel 8, Salinas, Monterey, Santa Cruz. This is Action News 8. Coverage you can count on.
Breaking news out of Salinas tonight. In just the last hour, we've learned that 2 people have been reported missing. Leticia Morales Soto was last seen on Thanksgiving Day when she left her home to give Rafael Carballo a ride. That is him there. Carballo went missing the very next day after reporting an assault to Salinas police. It's possible the 2 are together. If you have any information, please contact Salinas police. Good evening. I'm Michelle Imparato. Brittany Nielsen is off tonight. Now to our top story, a shooting in Salinas in broad daylight. It happened just after 1 o'clock. Police say a 37-year-old man was shot at least once in the torso on the 2200 block of North Main Street. He was airlifted to a San Jose hospital. 2 suspects fled the scene in a red Jetta. Police are investigating whether the shooting is gang-related, and the victim is expected to survive. Meantime, we now know the name of the victim shot last night on the 1000 block of Gardner Avenue. Police say 19-year-old Devontae Arias was shot in the head. Officers say 2 gunmen were involved. The victim was flown to the Bay Area for surgery, and at last check, he was in stable condition. No word on if the 2 shootings are related. A fire destroyed a home in Monterey this morning. When the fire department arrived, the home was completely engulfed in flames. Crews tonight are still investigating the cause.
Just from obvious signs that it was in the front of the structure that the fire started, it's under investigation right now, so they're trying to determine what the actual cause was.
2 people were outside the home when crews arrived. One had severe burns and was flown to a burn center. The other was taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. On the Consumer Watch, Black Friday is over and Cyber Monday is a day away. But today, shoppers all over the country are supporting Small Business Saturday. It's a day dedicated to promoting the smaller retailers. And we get more tonight from Action News reporter Margot Dunphy, who is in Old Town Salinas.
With holiday shopping season in full swing, local store owners on main streets across the country and here on the Central Coast are getting a boost this weekend.
Brings people in. It's amazing.
For the 3rd straight year, American Express is helping to promote Small Business Saturday. Its aim to steer shoppers toward independently owned stores.
They're so personalized. You know, you don't have to stand in line and hunt and pick, and anything you buy here is so unique.
For many customers in Old Town Salinas, this Saturday highlights a welcome alternative to mega malls and chain stores.
It just feels better than going to a big mall where everybody else is around and, you know, it's just the same stuff over and over.
For the small business owners, it's a chance to show off their unique inventory and hopefully increase their bottom line this holiday season.
We look for small businesses also that provide and manufacture items that are different, that are unique. We do try to find things that are American-made.
Small business is the backbone of the United States at the moment. I mean, we're carrying the weight of this country.
And for store owners here in Salinas, it's important for locals to support their small business because it helps bring money back into their community.
The dollars go back. I'm always very, passionate about that. The dollars go back to the community. The sales tax stays here.
In Salinas, Margot Dunphy, KSBW Action News 8.
And according to American Express, last year, more than 100 million shoppers across the country supported Small Business Saturday. Meanwhile, in Hoboken, New Jersey, the Small Business Saturday scene was no different, but they had a different message: shop local and help rebuild the city. Hoboken has come a long way since Hurricane Sandy swept through. Over in Brooklyn, New York, the famous trolley cars returned to the streets as part of Small Business Saturday. And along 5th Avenue, some small businesses displayed their merchandise outside. And if you want, skip the crowded malls and give yourself the gift of unconditional love this holiday season. All weekend long, the SPCA is holding a Black Friday adoption event. The price, $19.95 for cats and dogs 6 months and older, and $5 for small pets like rabbits, guinea pigs, and mice. Black Friday and Small Business Saturday can be too much for some to handle. Luckily, the next big day, Cyber Monday, can be enjoyed from the couch. A few tips and tricks for Cyber Monday. Make sure the website that you're using is secure before entering any personal information. Pay with a credit card. Credit is more secure than debit. And keep records of your order confirmations and receipts, and don't use public Wi-Fi. The holiday shopping frenzy continues on our website. There you'll find a list of store hours and shopping tips to get you through the rush, and a list of websites to score coupons and other deals. It's all on our website for you today at KSBW.com. And for those who would like to give back this holiday season, do not forget our annual Share Your Holiday event is on Friday, December 7th. Action News 8 will be with the Salvation Army at locations throughout the Central Coast. You can drop off donations including food, new clothes, and toys. If you still need to stock up on Hostess products, you're in luck. The Hostess store in Salinas will be open for another 4 days. They're sold out of dessert items like Twinkies, but just got a huge shipment of Wonder Bread. If they don't sell out of everything by Wednesday night, they will donate the food to local food banks. Today marks the 300th birthday of Junipero Serra, the Franciscan friar that helped found California Missions. To honor him, the Diocese of Monterey is kicking off a year-long celebration with Leon Panetta as the special guest speaker. Action News got an exclusive look at a special piece of the mission. This house, built in 1774, has been a private residence until 8 months ago.
Hidden jewel for sure. And you know, the great thing about it is California history started right here. And you're standing on over 250 years of California history.
The gala at the Orchard House tonight will benefit the Carmel Mission, and Action News reporter Margot Dunphy will be at tonight's event, and she'll have the highlights tonight on Action News at 11. Still to come tonight on Action News 8, the battle for your holiday dollars, what Amazon is doing to steal business away from traditional retailers and make your shopping easier. Plus, a television legend laid to rest, how fans are remembering him today.
You're watching the #1 news choice on the Central Coast with Brittany Nielsen and KSBW weather with Art Jarrett. Coverage you can count on. This is Action News 8 at 6.
In news around the state, Larry Hagman's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is now adorned with flowers in remembrance of the man who made J.R. Ewing come to life on the show Dallas. He died last night after a long-time battle with throat cancer. He was 81 years old. Hagman broke into show business starring as Colonel Anthony Nelson on the late 60s television series I Dream of Jeannie. In news across America, an update on the Massachusetts gas explosion we first told you about last night on Action News. The explosion damaged at least 42 buildings, injuring 18 people, many of them emergency workers. All 18 are expected to be okay. Inspectors are continuing to work tonight trying to determine if the remaining surrounding buildings are safe. The source of the leak is still under investigation. In Project Economy news, thousands got an early start to holiday shopping with Black Friday bargains, but some will find bargains without ever leaving their home. I took a look at why convenience and low cost is making internet shopping more attractive and why it's posing a problem for traditional retailers. Online versus brick and mortar. Battle for your holiday dollars perhaps has never been so intense. For years, internet merchants like Amazon had a key advantage in states like California because of no sales tax. Local bookstores, already under pressure by the rapid rise of ebooks and large bookstore chains, felt particularly squeezed. Michael Tucker owns a chain of bookstores in San Francisco.
If you can save 10%, why wouldn't you?
But Amazon's tax advantage recently disappeared in California, adding 7 to nearly 10% to the cost of each order. It also began taxing in other states like Pennsylvania and Texas. Online retailers collect tax only for states where they have a physical presence. Now, here in California, Amazon is building 2 giant warehouses. including this one near Los Angeles. It's 1 million square feet, and for the old-fashioned retailers, it's another reason to worry. Why? Because Amazon's goal is to get items to customers faster and to be able to offer same-day delivery. That's right. Why would you walk into a physical store when you can order a product and have it delivered to your home in a matter of hours? A win for consumers, but tough for local retailers.
If Amazon creates distribution centers and facilities on their turf locally, that takes away the one advantage that we see retailers have left to compete against Amazon. So it is a big deal.
Internet analyst Colin Sebastian says that means retailers need to up their game.
Retailers need to take a lesson from Amazon. They need to focus on the consumer experience. They need to become more sophisticated, both offline and online.
Those who want a lesson on how to thrive could learn from Books Incorporated in San Francisco.
We've had almost everything that comes down the pike that could flatten an industry.
Amidst a tidal wave of change in the industry, Michael Tucker's dozen stores are thriving.
Everybody can get the books, but the staffs that we have, really, and the readers that we have that are working with the public, that's the difference. That's a different factor. We have tremendous staff that are engaged with those communities.
A basic reminder to all retailers, internet and otherwise, that good customer service could be the decisive factor in winning over business.
Thank you.
All right, we have a look at weather now with Art Jarrett.
Man, it's good to see you again.
I know.
Got to see you yesterday.
I've been seeing you so much this week.
Did you enjoy the day?
I did.
Absolutely gorgeous, man. It was beautiful. All sunny today. And in fact, a few clouds are rolling in. Here's a look now. Skycam 8, Santa Cruz. I'll have your complete forecast to get you through the weekend.
Now, KSBW weather with Art Jarrett.
All right, welcome back. Hope you had a great day. Let's take a peek at the temperatures we've had. Mostly 60s and 70s today, and there was a couple of 80s in some spots. All right, let's go to 68 in Seaside, 67 Monterey, down to 74 in Big Sur, 76 Carmel Valley. Warm to mild temperatures indeed. Huh? Look at the 77 Salinas all the way to a 79 in Greenfield, 80 in King City. That's the hot spot today. Back up to the Santa Clara Valley, 68 San Jose, 68 in Morgan Hill, 74 for you folks out in Hollister. Hope you're having a great day out there as well. All right, here we have a few clouds kind of drift by, a little bit of fog in the early morning, also some dense fog to the north in the Central Valley. Now we have a little bit of cloud cover starting to roll towards the coastline. Up by San Francisco, you guys will see a little bit more of that cloud cover going in there if you're heading up there for a little fun. And we'll start to see those clouds roll into the Santa Cruz Mountains, into Monterey later on tonight. So we'll go clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. Here's that ridge that's holding up strong so far. Still the offshore winds, and now switching back to an onshore flow. You can see the track just slowly dipping down into Northern California. All that moisture well to the north so far, but it's bringing in a little bit of low-level moisture into the Central Coast, and that's where we're getting the clouds coming from. It breaks down eventually going into Saturday and Sunday. We'll see the high clouds roll back on in, and then on a mini ridge for Monday, Tuesday, so we'll warm up just a couple of degrees, and then by Tuesday night going into Wednesday night, ba-boom, all that moisture coming in from Northern California by Cape Mendocino back towards the north portion of San Francisco, and then bringing down just a little bit of rainfall for Wednesday night. Then it really starts to pick up as the week progresses. Here we go. More temperatures for you for tomorrow. A bit of a cool down going into losing about 2 to say about 4 or 5 degrees there as well. 70 in Gilroy, 72 out in Hollister, going to clear to partly cloudy skies. We'll see those early morning clouds and we'll clear out nicely. 77 in King City, back towards 63 PG and 66 in Carmel Valley, 72 in Big Sur, and into the Santa Cruz Mountains. We're going to cool to mild temperatures there. 69 in Santa Cruz with a 73 in Watsonville. So some of those clouds will linger a little bit longer in some of those valley areas inside the mountains there. Some coastal clouds, patchy fog. We'll go to coast and inland there for you. So you'll see that coastal fog and some of that inland cloud cover kind of just dissipate in the morning. 5 to 10 miles per hour for the winds, so it'll be fairly light. There's also a small craft advisory going down the coastline too as well. Tomorrow you'll see early clouds, and then they'll become sunny with a bit cooler. And here you have it, 40s and 50s. We'll warm up today and then get a little bit cooler as we lose that cloud cover, and you see the rainfall rolling right on in for the overnight hours. And of course 60s and 70s still holding on to them until Tuesday, and then we change up.
Oh, it looks nice tomorrow.
Yeah, it does.
Can't wait for that. All right, thanks, Art.
Sure.
All right, Mike's here with sports. What's going on in sports?
Lots of sports news.
Yeah?
Welcome to the weekend.
Thank you.
It's really nice to have
Everyone's so nice.
Just ahead, lots of football action, CCS semi-football results, and a whole lot of college football action, including the 116th edition of the Civil War in Oregon.
I'm Tom Miller. Tomorrow morning on Action News Weekend Sunrise, is it actually possible to lose so much weight in so little time, like contestants on the reality TV show Biggest Loser? We talk with an expert. Plus, what to expect at the theater going into this year's holiday season at the box office. Your first look at overnight news, plus meteorologist Carl Thormeyer's forecast. We're on from 7 to 9 tomorrow morning with the Central Coast only weekend morning newscast, Action News Weekend Sunrise.
Now, Action News 8 Sports.
Lots of football action this Saturday. We'll start off with the high school type. 6 local area teams headed into this weekend Central Coast section semifinals for high school football, and only 2 would make it to the respective divisional championships. The Hollister High Haybalers were victorious yesterday over Salinas High and will be playing in the Division I championship on Saturday, December 1st, as will Aptos High, who defeated Monterey High to make it to the Division III championship, also on December 1st. Previously undefeated Seaside High fell to Menlo School of Atherton last night in the Division IV semifinal and ended their season at 11-1. But wait, you say, that's only 5 teams. Well, I'm glad you asked, but unfortunately, our last area team in action, Soquel High, lost this afternoon to Sacred Heart Prep up in Atherton, 47-17 in the Division IV semifinal. The Knights end their season 9-3 with the loss. As for Hollister and Aptos, we'll have more on championships games as information comes to us. In college football action, a pleasant surprise has been happening to one of our local institutions this season. The San Jose State Spartans are on the verge of a 10-win season and most likely a berth in a postseason bowl for the first time since 2006, with the Little Caesars Pizza on December 26th in Detroit and the Military Bowl on December 27th in Washington, D.C. mentioned as possibilities. Led by former Palma High and Monterey Peninsula quarterback David Fales, the Spartans have 9 victories, and they will take on Louisiana Tech tonight at Spartan Stadium in San Jose. We'll have highlights of that game at 11. In Pac-12 football, the 116th edition of the Civil War rivalry game between the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers in Corvallis. The Ducks needed a win to keep their hopes of a Pac-12 championship alive. Ducks strike first with Marcus Mariota. Takes the hand out 42 yards to the house. Oregon fails on the 2-point attempt, and they led 6-0. The Beavers answer back with a run of their own, a bit shorter than Mariota's, but Storm Woods storms into the end zone, and it's 7-6 State late in the first quarter. But Oregon would come back up 27-17 in the third on 4th and 5. DeAnthony Thomas off the right side finds a hole, and he is gone. 29 yards for the Duck touchdown. And Oregon does get the win, 48-24. Ducks need Stanford to lose so they can play in the Pac-12 championship game next week at UCLA. And speaking of Stanford and UCLA, the Cardinals are down in L.A. battling the Bruins. Funny thing is, if Stanford wins today, they'll be back down in L.A. next Friday to play UCLA again at the Rose Bowl for the Pac-12 championship. Right now, Stanford ahead of UCLA, 35-17 in the fourth quarter. And in the other big game tonight, number 1 ranked Notre Dame is playing unranked USC at the Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles as well. The Irish looking to finish their season undefeated at 12-0. Trojans looking to spoil that. Right now, it looks like Notre Dame is beating USC 13-7, and that's sports.
Exciting stuff.
Lots of good stuff.
All right, so we want to give you our last story tonight. 3 orphan tiger cubs just got a chance at a fresh start with a new mom. The mom, a white Swiss Shepherd dog. The little ones were born in a Russian zoo but were abandoned by their mother. The staff put an ad online for an adoptive mom, and that's when Tally came to the rescue. Looks like they are getting along just fine. How cute.
Aww.
All right, Art, can you give us a quick recap on weather?
Yeah, sure. Tomorrow's going to be a really nice day. We'll lose a couple of degrees in temperature, though. We'll see a few clouds in the early morning. Those will just kind of move out of the way, and we'll get nice and warm. Here you go. 7-day forecast for you. We're going to stay nice and warm going into Monday and Tuesday. Transition back into the rain, guys.
All right, it's going to be a nice day. I'm going to get outside.
Day.
Do you do stuff in the morning on Sundays?
Wow, yes, I do.
Oh.
It's called sleep.
Good point, good point. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you later on Action News 8 at 11.
This is a KSBW editorial. Speaking on behalf of the editorial board is Joseph W. Heston, President and General Manager of KSBW.
This is our 26th year for Share Your Holiday. 2 weeks from now, on Friday, December 7th, our live broadcast will once again benefit the Salvation Army up and down our Central Coast as they, with your help, aid our neighbors who have less. From noon until 8 p.m., we'll be broadcasting live from 5 locations. On the Monterey Peninsula, Dennis Lennon will be back at the Granite Rock Design Center on Del Monte Avenue, just a block away from Costco in Seaside. Watsonville's own Brittany Nielsen returns to the Cal Giant Berry Cooler facility on Industrial Road, just off Riverside. In Santa Cruz, Felix Cortez will once again be thanking you for your donations at the Capitola Auto Mall. And Jim Vanderswan, as usual, will be in Hollister, where he'll greet you again this year at Fire Station number 2 on Union Road at Airline Highway. And as always, Dan and Aaron will be broadcasting from outside our KSBW studios here in Salinas and from our studio phone bank. Make a donation, a new toy, non-perishable food, or even easier, a monetary donation. All of your contributions go straight to the Salvation Army and stay in your particular local area. You can also phone in your contribution to our toll-free number and charge your donation on any major credit card. Or you can donate online at ksbw.com. Whatever your faith, whatever the name of your seasonal celebration, we hope this year on Friday, December 7th, you'll take a moment to count your blessings. And if you find you can spare a little bit, we hope you'll join us and share your holiday.
KSBW welcomes responsible replies to this editorial.